Hi, Paul.
Hi,
It's
Kel.
great to meet
You
you.
too.
Congratulations on Power Ballad. It's wonderful.
Thank you.
So, John Carney has said that Rick was inspired by a real man who seemed like a rock star who never made it.
Mhm.
It's interesting that he's chasing this dream at a point in life where he's also a husband and a father. What do you think about that? And how did that influence the way you approach the character?
Well, yeah, you're right. He did see some guy come out of his house in Ireland. He was sitting in a coffee shop and he saw this guy come out and he had carrying a guitar, long hair, and holding his young daughter's hand, getting her into the car. And it's like it seemed like he was a little too old for kind of wearing the uniform, but it's like clearly he's a musician. He was going to do who he was, this is who he was. And I think that there's something kind of beautiful about like, hey, if this is who you are, doesn't matter at what level you're kind of achieving your dream or whatever. It's just you do it because that's what you do. You're a musician. That's what you do. I think Rick is a musician. And whether he's world famous or he's in a wedding band or he's still writing songs, he has dreams and hopes, but he's doing it because that's just kind of, that's who he is. That's what he does. And so, I mean, I relate to that certainly. I've been an actor for decades now, and I still get excited at the idea of like, ooh, I wonder what the next thing is. And if I read something and I connect to it, I don't feel any different than when I first was in acting school and I wanted to do a scene. It is kind of inherent into who I am. And so I relate to that. And I certainly can relate to Rick, even though I'm not a musician, that same exact take on it.
Yeah, it's about identity too, right? You're not a musician, but through your career, you've played other musicians, characters with a strong connection to music. And I know you love music too, right?
Yeah.
After playing Rick and taking on the challenge of actually singing, I have to ask, was there ever a time in your life when becoming a rock star was a dream of yours?
I mean, never a dream that I thought would ever come true. And it was certainly nothing I ever pursued. But when I was, I just had fantasies. I thought like, God, this would be the greatest job of all time. I used to get asked, like, what's the worst part about being an actor? It's like, well, the worst part is that it's not a musician. But when I was little, I remember being like 5 years old and playing records and jumping on my bed and singing into a hairbrush. And it was like I would fantasize about it. Yeah. And not just when I was 5, I think probably a little older too.
Good. Paul, before you go, I just want to say thank you. I followed your work since Clueless. I'm a 90s kid, so you're kind of a rock star to me.
Well,
And to
thank you,
finish
Cal.
up,
Thank you.
could you invite our audience in Brazil to watch Power Ballad?
I hope everybody in Brazil goes to see Power Ballad, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much.
Perfect, Paul, and thank you for taking the time to talk with me today. Bye.
Thank you, Cal. Appreciate it.